Pretty
Yeah, that
too.
we can see. Get ready.
He's not going to go in until right after the intro, right?
I love Chubb.
You do love Chubb, don't you?
Both. Two Chubbs.
Welcome to the Dynasty Wise Fantasy Football Podcast, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we're rolling out.
I guess we're rolling. Somebody got the black
We're
screen.
doing our Sit-em Stardoms this week.
Sit 'em Stardoms. Thank you, Harambe.
Where did he come from?
Yeah,
Am I
I
right
missed
or am
out
I
on
right?
I missed out on the Harambe as well. But yeah, we're doing our Sit-em Stardoms for Week 3 of fantasy football. For you guys, all you fantasy football players out there that have questions, you guys keep them coming in. We got a good crew around here that'll help us get you the answers you need. Other than that, we're going to be going over all the details of some of the players we think are going to be good starts this week. I'm here today with Mr. Clayton Moore.
What's up, Pat? Glad to be here.
Thank you, Clay. And I'm also here with Jeffro.
Good evening, people.
Bringing
Dynasty
you-
Wise News.
Bringing you the news. Well, all right, let's get started. I guess let's get in. We have to discuss the Thursday night game first. I know we made some calls. How did you guys feel about the overall performances and some of the things that happened over there?
I actually, it was Thursday night, so I actually left a noon on the bench. It was surprising to see Baker come in, but definitely loved it. You know, I'm a big Baker fan from here. I was expecting to see a little more out of Callaway, but it's all right. Hyde showed up, helped me out in the league. I know he helped you out in our league, Pat. You know,
He
and
sure
Crowell.
did.
I know you did
Hey,
well.
Yeah, and that was a call that I made. I told all of our viewers and listeners I was starting Carlos Hyde, and I was planning on starting Crowell, and I was also going to roll out with Myles Garrett as well. But now, Jeff, how did you feel like Sam Darnold did? Were you?
I don't want to say he had a bad game. He's a rookie, but it looks like he just needs that experience, if you ask me, because, yeah, like I say, he hasn't looked like Josh Allen. Of course, anyone quarterbacking for the Bills is probably not going to be good. But did I not say Wednesday night, folks, and you know I did, that I kind of want to see Tyrod Taylor go out, so it's Darnold versus
That you did.
But I was impressed with Mayfield. Clayton's been on that from day one. I recently wrote an article, and I give Clayton props because, you know, he picked Khalil Mack, you know, Alvin Kamara. It's like, man, I'm gonna ask him before our dynasty drafts. And he goes, yeah, this guy. I'm gonna like totally try to get a pick before Clayton take that guy. But you know,
Shh, don't tell everybody, Jeff.
All right, well, I just did. So. But yeah, I thought
just happened.
I think Darnold's going to be the real deal, and Mayfield will be the real deal.
All right, and since we're talking about the quarterbacks, I mean, Jeff, I know we talked a little bit offline and all that, but one of your potential stardoms you like this week is Big Ben.
Yeah.
What? Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I definitely like Big Ben this week. Playing the Bucks, and they're just horrible on pass defense. I think he has the best receivers in the game with Antonio Brown and Juju. Not your grandma.
Although she can play.
Yeah, she can, Clayton. You're absolutely right, my friend. But and I also think James Washington is going to be legit. So I just think Tampa Bay, their defense, of course they've been in shootouts because of Fitzmagic. So I really think Big Ben is a start this week.
Okay, yeah, and he had a good week last week too.
Yeah, I agree as well. Big Ben versus the Bucks. Hopefully Juju gets all the targets because in our Steak Sunday league, I got Juju and Adam has AB, and so I need Juju to do the work and not Adam, so I can put him at 0-3. But yeah, I agree. Their receivers, Jesse James would probably be a good play this week as well up there in Pittsburgh. Big Ben, James Conner. Yeah, I expect I don't know if Fitzmagic's going to be able to keep it up, but
that's
like
the big question. That's the big question. I know we'll probably get into that in a little bit, and I know Clay Cousins is someone that you've kind of kept your eye on this week and kind of been doing some research, and you kind of had a decent feeling about him as well, correct?
Yeah, Cousins, he's top 5 fantasy quarterback. He's a stud, must start. That's if you own him, you're starting him unless maybe you have Aaron Rodgers or someone, but he's still a producer. So if you got those two quarterbacks, you're set. So, yeah, I must start going against Buffalo, and Buffalo has been atrocious, and so we're just going to, roll with Cousins. And his weapons.
And for both you guys, is it pretty much a safe bet that if one of your fantasy players is playing Buffalo, start them? I mean, would you, both of y'all, kind of venture that way?
I would, for sure. Until they show something different, I mean, why not?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you guys can see it too. I mean, Cousins is producing 31 points a game on average, and I mean, the guy's number 3. The guy's coming in producing, and he's got Stephon Diggs and Thielen over there, so he's not short on weapons.
Yeah, Rudolph at tight end, he's always a solid producer, but I definitely do look at who they are playing, and so yeah, I think it leans to it. When I see they're playing Buffalo or whoever else, it kind of does put that over the edge. Like, oh, who am I going to start? And then you're like, oh, he's playing Buffalo, so
right. Let's roll out.
Right. The one good thing about Buffalo stinking, I have Edmonds, the rookie linebacker, as my go. He just racked up a bunch of tackles because teams pretty much from the second quarter on, they're up by 30, so they're just going to run the clock out. It's just perfect times for him to get tackles.
Right. Bingo.
All right, I noticed we had a question come in. Kevin Hogan or Devin Funchess, PPR. What are you thinking, Jeff?
Hogan or Funchess? I'm gonna lean to Hogan because of that game.
All right.
I think he's already got that camaraderie and chemistry with Brady. So I don't think if Gordon does anything, I don't think he'll be this week. So, I mean, he's still got Gronk. He's got Hogan. Teams might be afraid that Gordon's there, and they're going to put a double team on him, and it just opens up for Hogan. So I'm going to say Hogan.
Yeah, that's not a bad choice.
Thank you.
Actually, I think I'm going to lean your way a little bit as well. Lions' pass defense is actually pretty tough, but at the same time, I think Gordon is going to have an impact. I actually like to start him, but I think Hogan's still going to be there, and he's a nice little flex option, and I think he'll produce a little more than Funchess this week.
I like both those. I mean,
right.
I'd agree with that. I mean, obviously that's a great question. Who was that from? Do we have who that was from?
Jan Guzman.
Thank you, Jan. Great
Thank you,
question.
Jan.
Appreciate it. Keep them coming, and make sure y'all, again, if y'all are listening, y'all ask your questions.
All right.
And make your comments. We're here to help out with whatever we can, and we'll stop. We may be in the middle of a conversation. We'll stop and answer your question. Appreciate you guys.
All right. It looks like we got another one from Ray Warner.
Thank you, Ray.
What's up, Ray?
Looks like he's going Kerryon Johnson, Ty Montgomery, or Naeem Hines PPR.
I'm gonna jump on this one because I like Naeem Hines. With
Okay.
Marlon Mack being out, I think there's a lot of potential over there for him to be able to roll with that. Ty Montgomery scares me just because he's not I don't feel like he's going to be in that production level as he was in the past. For me, this one I like Hines.
Okay, I like that take as well. I'm actually going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to go with Kerryon. I'm a big Kerryon fan. I think this is a game he shows out a little bit. I'm expecting double-digit points. And I think he's going to run a little bit. He's going to catch out of the backfield, and that I'm starting Kerryon.
I kind of like Kerryon too this week with Flowers out for New England. Let's face it, the guy, IDP Joe or IDP Joe, he's our guy. He's always on point with the IDP. He loves Trey Flowers. But of course he said not this week because it's just simply an injury. He's a guy you start. With him out, I think Kerryon Johnson. I gotta agree with Clayton. I just agree with what Clayton said, so I'll just parrot him and try to look smart. So, but yeah, for some reason there are two rookies this week I just got a feeling about. So I'm gonna go Kerryon Johnson because Montgomery. You don't know if Aaron Jones is going to start.
That's the one that scares me.
And Naeem Hines, I mean, they got Jenkins, I believe, over there. It's just, I mean, for that, I'm going to go Kerryon Johnson. And one thing I always say, trust your gut, and you'll see. So, but Kerryon Johnson.
Right. Looks like they just keep flowing in
Come
here.
on, keep them coming.
Right,
keep them coming, people.
Let's do it.
Looks like Kyle wants to know non-PPR flex, Derrick Henry, Jamal Williams, or Peyton Barber.
I actually just to answer that real quick. I don't mean to jump on it, but
No, go ahead.
Derrick Henry's one of my sit-ems this week.
Right.
Just so you know, I haven't been impressed with his performance. And to be honest with you, he's on my team, so I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm not starting him this week. I don't like that. As far as the rest of them, I'll let the other guys take it, but I just wanted to add on to the fact that I was sitting Derrick Henry.
Right. I agree on the Derrick Henry take. So he's automatically out of the conversation for me at this point. The Jags that's a nasty defense.
They're shutting it all down all over the place.
I have not been impressed with Jamal Williams or Peyton Barber really, but I would have to lean Peyton Barber out of those three. Monday night, Fitzmagic has that team rolling. Maybe he can get you a few points, and I'd have to roll Peyton Barber.
First off, Kyle, I'm sorry that those are your options at flex, man.
Yeah, that we
no disrespect.
Yeah.
I'm in a pickle this week with running backs, but I'll be honest with you.
It's flex, not PPR.
Yeah, it's flex, non-PPR. Aaron Jones is back. I think it's 50-50 on Jamal Williams. Peyton Barber, they're just throwing the heck out of that ball with the Fitzmagic. Derrick Henry, I think somebody, I don't know who it was. It might have been you.
I'll assume it. Whatever, only if it's good, though.
Know. Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's bad. I didn't want any part of it.
But basically, he's got the skill set. He's got the size. He's got the speed. We've seen him, knock people over and go for the long one.
Yeah.
I don't know why he just doesn't solidify, unless that's their philosophy, just to run two backs. But Tennessee doesn't have much as far as passing.
Right.
No.
And they've got two great corners. So I'm going to say, I'm just going to go on a limb and say Henry. Just for the fact that I think he's the best running back out of those three.
It's probably true.
And I don't, he's the only legitimate runner, and Tennessee doesn't have much versus that defense. It's just sucky all around. I'm sorry, Kyle. I apologize, dude. I'm not trying to make fun. But.
Henry's got a better shot if Mariota's healthy and playing.
That's true,
but if not, they're stacking the box. Henry's out for me. But anyways, looks like we got another one from Cody.
Thank
looks
you,
like
buddy.
what is that, a Keelan Cole or a Tyler Lockett this week?
That's a good question. Now, if you can, Cody, follow up and let us know if you are also getting punt return and kickoff return yards as well. That will kind of sway a decision one way or the other. If you could add to it, but we can answer it without it. If you could give us that info real quick, bud. If not, we can roll with it. Who do y'all like as a receiver? We'll add on to that.
Man, I think the way Blake was playing last week against New England and rolling in against Tennessee, I definitely like Keelan Cole, but Lockett produces as well. So you're actually in a good situation, but I guess off top I want to lean Cole. I think he's going to show up and get the touches in Tennessee.
Okay, yeah.
I lean to Cole. Lockett is a good start, especially if you got like a PP, a kick return, punt return points. Lockett's a stud there.
Yeah.
But I don't like the matchup. I mean, I just don't. They still haven't addressed that offensive line on Seattle, and DeMarcus Lawrence is he's just terrifying quarterbacks. Dallas, I mean, the Cowgirls, they kind of have a decent front seven.
They do.
So they can get to the thing. But I like, Jacksonville at Tennessee. Yeah. They've got some decent corners, but I mean, again, I'm gonna want to sound smart and agree with Clayton. Keenan Cole kind of showed up last week, and Bortles is hot, so I'm going to go Cole.
And I'm actually I'll go out on the limb this week. I actually do like Tyler Lockett. Especially if kick return and punt return yards are in it. That's obviously a deciding factor. I know we're not talking about that yet, but I feel, don't you shake your head.
You're just saying that because he's on your team.
Hey, just so you know, he is on my team. I'm starting.
I'm messing with you.
No, it's okay. I'm starting him this week.
I have him in the league as well, so I'm starting him as well.
But I mean, that's just to add to it, and I mean, I feel like he is Russell Wilson's main weapon over there that he's going to utilize. But like I said, that's why we like three people up here. That way, it's kind of two to, you can vote two to best of three. Go from there and kind of go from there. But good takes, guys.
Well, from us.
What was that one? I missed that one. Can you scroll up, please, sir?
Hey, thank you guys for the questions and the input. Keep them coming. We're here to help you guys and give our expert advice as best we can.
Roman wants to know, is Mahomes a must-start every week? As of right now, you got to ride him. He's hot. So, yes, until he shows you he's not hot, you run him, and yes, so he's a must-start, yes.
I agree with Clay there. There's almost too many weapons over there for him not to get some points. I mean, again, I'm looking easily, north of 18 points is what I typically I try to. For me, I'd set the quarterbacks at about the 15-point mark is where I like it to be. And so I think he's going to be north of the 18. He should be in the 22, 23 range minimum with the weapons he has.
It's a shootout this week. Them in San Francisco, those are the players in that game. Mahomes, Breida, Garoppolo. A sleeper pick for me this week would be Dante Pettis, in that game. Kelsey Hill.
And I was going to say, and speaking of that, I didn't mean to cut you off, Clay, but it leads us into the Jimmy G. I know we have some more questions that are popping up, but I know that's a guy that y'all both agreed on this week as well. Yeah. Jeff, I'll lean on you first, man, and kind of see what your take on Jimmy G in that matchup over there.
First off, don't start Mahomes. He's gonna be. I'm just kidding. Damn. It's definitely gonna be a shootout because Mahomes is hot. No one can stop Tyreek Hill, and if you stop their pass, they have Hunt, who's. I think Spencer Ware is a decent running back as well, but Hunt is just. Look how he does. So I think the Niners are going to play catch up. Kansas City, it's at Kansas City. I don't care about Seattle saying they got the loudest stadium because Kansas City beat them, and that's like a 60-year-old stadium where Seattle built their stadium with, engineer acoustics people. So it's Mahomes is going to be pumped. The Chiefs are going to play. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a shootout. I like Jimmy G here just for the fact that I think they're going to be behind, and he's going to have to throw. Kittle at tight end, and Pierre Garçon, and of course Pettis.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Definitely that game right there. That should be a fun game to watch for football fans. But can you want me to get another one?
Yeah. Right.
Anyway, it looks like Jeremy wants to know at flex.
What's up, Jeremy?
You have James White, Corey Clement, or Will Fuller. I'm Will Fuller.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's been proven when Will Fuller's healthy and playing with Deshaun Watson, he scores and he gets you points. And so, yes, it's Will Fuller, hands down easy for me on that one.
I 1,000% agree that it's Will Fuller. Clayton, you brought up last year that when he was healthy and playing, he was fantasy output was outscoring Antonio Brown. Look, we're here in Houston, Texas. We're Texan fans. We know play Will Fuller until about week 6 when he gets injured. So
that's when he should go questionable in your mind, not necessarily on the injury report.
Something's coming. Yeah.
And that's where I totally agree with these guys. I'm not going to hit it up too much harder because they nailed it. But having Will Fuller in your flex when he's potentially He puts up wide receiver numbers with Deshaun Watson. He puts up wide receiver 1 numbers with Deshaun Watson. Come on, that's a good flex spot right there. That should be a good one. And now, of course, all of our assumptions that we're making are under the assumptions that they're healthy and ready to go.
Right.
But yeah, great question. Thank you, guys.
Just want to say hello to Jared out there and happy birthday to 2 fans.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to Ben Black and. Happy birthday to Vinny Warbird Poteet. Vinny survived the hurricane there in the Carolinas. We appreciate both of you guys.
Hey, thank you guys. Happy birthday, guys. Appreciate it, man. Y'all probably be getting a special message or a special text from us later on.
Right, keep it coming. All righty. So we got Jeremy here. Looks like he's going flex standard.
Okay.
Brandon Cooks, Nelson Aguilar, George Kittle, and I'm guessing that's going to be Galladay maybe, or it says Callaway. Oh, Antonio Callaway.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Oh man, that's a lot of tough decisions. Well, Callaway already played.
Go with him.
Like I said, you got Kittle going against the Chiefs, the worst defense in the league right now. Brandon Cooks has been so solid, and so is man. You got a tough decision, but if I had to flex him, I think Kittle's going to be the one to produce majority this week. Although I think Cooks and Aguilar are solid plays as well.
Yeah, that's good all around. That's actually good drafting there, good trading, or good. I don't think any of there may be a couple that maybe
must have a strong team.
Yeah,
that's
solid. I'm gonna go with Aguilar. I like Aguilar this week. And that's only to give you a different view than Clay's because I do like Kittle as well. But to give my view, I like Aguilar and the things that they're doing. Wentz was given the start correct. Carson Wentz was given the start.
Yes. Carson's ready. Yes.
So Carson Wentz they've got the hookup, and I feel like that's going to be his safety net right off the bat. And I think, I think Nelson is going to. I guess realistically, I'm looking at about 12 to 14 points is what I would expect out of him. That's where I look at it realistically.
Right. All right.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
It's all right.
I'm just kidding. Again, I'm going to go with Clayton. Kittle, like we talked about that KC-San Fran game, it's going to be a shootout. Smoke them if you got them.
Yeah.
Right. Kittle, I think, had a pretty good game. Look, people, I'm not the San Francisco specialist, so, I am the San Francisco treat. But yeah, I would go with Kittle. Thank you.
Solid.
Hey, keep the questions coming. We got to take a quick break here to give a shout out to our sponsors. This podcast is brought to you by Grizzly Grease. It's be bomb or get bomb, be bomb. For all your beard needs, for all your beard care, beards are. One of the biggest things one of the biggest problems that happens is a lot of guys, they grow these beards and they don't take care of them and they can look disheveled pretty quick. One of our biggest things here is especially why we wanted them as a sponsor is because, like you can tell, Clayton has a beard. I've been growing mine out. I'm getting there. I've already tried the oil, and that was the Willie Nelson oil. I loved it. And they're great ladies over there. They do some great things, great products. And I also got to give a shout to the Houston Preeminence.
Yes, Houston Preeminence.
We just had a great meeting. Things are moving along over there. There's a special going right now. We'll probably give a little bit more detail. We're going to be posting something on the website and as well as Facebook, and I'm sure Twitter's going to be coming out with some information as well. But right now they're offering a special. If you guys get a subscription before October 1st. And guys, man, you guys jump in and correct me if I'm wrong.
Right.
But on October,
we will.
Thank you. Thanks, buddy. Yeah. But if you sign up and subscribe before October 1st, you actually have the option. It's $50 for the first year. But if you spend $25, you'll actually $25 additional to that, $75 total. You'll get the next 2 years subscribed. Now, what Houston Preeminence is, it's Houston sports done by Houstonians. Lots of podcasts, everything from we have Rear Naked Choke Joe over here. He's going to be doing our MMA. Chad's getting ready to launch some of the baseball with some of our other Dynasty Wise guys. Of course, we're doing football and fantasy football. But what they're doing is they're collecting all these different podcasts from Houston and putting them in one place to give you it's a one-stop shop for everything Houston sports, from Dynamo to Astros and everything in between. So what you do is you sign up for those 2 years, and you're also getting some points as well that tie into being able to, it'll give you some perks. I know one of the big things they're promoting right now is I honestly, I wish we were privy to it. But if you sign up now, I believe for October 1st, I got to go to one of my producers to make sure of this, is you're actually getting a free seat at their Christmas party poker tournament this year, at a chance to win $10,000.
Yes, that is actually, that's what
I quit. I want to try to win $10,000. Right. Employees can't
true.
win it. I quit.
Get on over there and check that on out, and good stuff coming.
All right. And, hey, we're going to roll back into these questions, and once again, that's Houston Preeminence. Thank you, guys. We're excited to be a part of that team. And thank you very much, Grizzly Grease, for being sponsors. We'll be rolling again. We got a Pat coming in.
Aha.
So we got a question coming in from Jeff Sellers asking about...
Great first name.
Talking about starting Flash Gordon this week.
Awesome. Jeff, thank you for the question, buddy.
You're welcome.
I know
him. Sorry.
I know we all have opinions one way or the other on Flash Gordon, so we're gonna roll into... I'll let you guys kind of tackle this from the get-go.
I actually... Like I was, telling someone earlier on my way here today, I kind of wish I had a share of Josh Gordon, because I would start him. Something, they say go with your gut, and I'm saying start. The talent's there. You had that with Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, and I say start Gordon. Unless your options are just too good. I'm a Gordon fan this week.
I'm not a fan of Gordon this week. Inside story, I hope he fails, or I will be ridiculed. And if I get ridiculed, I own it. Go ahead. I even said it. If he works out, call me what I call him. That is way too blue, and Chelsea will get on to me. He definitely has the talent and the size, the speed. I just don't think he's going to do great this week, but, he is someone that he has the ability. I'll just say he has the ability. If you don't have anything else, by all means, start him, because he has that ability. I'm going to say no, but if you need him and you have him, go for it.
I like that. I like both takes, and I'm going to take the approach of I'm going to stay in the middle of the road between you guys.
Go figure.
I know. The politician. But I'm going to say I would sit him this week, but he's not a bad option to have on our team, because I'm going to say it. I think we talked about it on Wednesday's podcast, too. Also, make sure you check us out Wednesday nights as well, man. That's a great time to chime in and ask questions as well. especially leading into the Thursday night game. But
Right.
we talked about it there, and I said that I felt Josh Gordon, if there's this place where he can get correct and have a good career and turn it around, it's New England.
Yeah.
Either he's going to get fixed over there or he's done. I feel like Tom Brady throwing him the ball is going to be great. I don't like him this week, but he's definitely a great player to hang on to, and I would definitely consider him next week as well.
All right.
Did
we
have
got anything else? Any questions? I believe we got.
First off, I would like Ray said thanks for the help. I'd say no, thank you, Ray, for the question.
Awesome,
Definitely.
buddy. Thank you very much.
Right,
man.
and then Adam wants to know Matt Breida or Gio Bernard this week.
That was actually something we were going to touch on. Great question, Adam. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you coming in with it. Who do y'all like?
Breida.
Breida?
I'm going Breida. He's hot hand right now. San Francisco, leading rusher, and it all goes back. They're also playing the Kansas City Chiefs. We expect that game to be a shootout, and their defense is horrendous. So, like I said, Breida's the play for me, and like Bernard against that stiff Carolina defense just does not sound appealing to me.
Yeah. Gio Bernard. I mean, he's got the ability, catch and run. He's that shifty back. But I definitely like Breida. He's hot right now, and it's like, well, we're not naming him the starter, but he's going to get both. He's the starter.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah.
I would go with Breida just because they might. I mean, to slow down a high octane offense, you want to keep the ball.
Yeah.
And so there is a chance. All right, we're gonna give our defense a rest. We're gonna run the ball, but Breida has that home run ability. Just to take it all the way. So, I mean, he might get like 10 carries, but have like 85 yards and a TD. Definitely go Breida this week.
Great question. Thank you again. And
Thank you.
And I'm going to concur with the other doctors here.
Yes.
Doctor,
Thank you.
I concur.
Oh, we got a Pat.
Pat.
So, same question, but PPR league.
Same answer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Breida.
Hey,
Breida.
great. Hey, good follow up too.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I like it. Breida, again, he's a hot hand. He's a lot more consistent right now.
All right. We got anything else?
Chad, stop agreeing with everything I say.
Yeah.
Chad.
Yes, actually, we just had another one hot off the press. I hope y'all are ready.
I nailed that sound
There it
effect.
is. Flex play from Alex.
Thank you, Alex.
Full PPR.
Francisco.
You got Mike Williams, Royce Freeman, DJ Moore, LaShawn McCoy, or Aaron Jones.
Full PPR.
McCoy's got hurt cartilage, rib cartilage. I don't. All right. When I said earlier, that I'm the talent, I was just joking. Wait, that was off.
He was
camera.
making serious eye contact. I thought we were going to get it inside.
Yeah.
Inside.
No, when I said there's a couple of rookie guys that I just have a feeling they're going to bust out this year, DJ Moore is one of those guys. So look, I can't explain it to you, but just start DJ Moore. I just got a feeling that he's gonna get something this week.
That's solid. I was leaning DJ Moore because the other matchups, but man, it's still tough. I'll go. Yeah, DJ Moore. Who was the other? Yeah,
Royce Freeman was in there.
I like Royce. I'm still waiting for him. So between me and my flex, it would be Royce or DJ.
Yeah, I concur with those. Since Clay's gonna take middle of the road, I would lean towards Royce in that one.
Switzerland.
Yeah, but that way it's broken up. I know it's one of those things. Like, thanks guys, you really helped out.
Right.
Because we're. But I do. I mean, I think it is down to DJ and Royce, and I would continue to do research on it as well. But I feel more confident with Royce going into this one. I do like DJ as well.
But what about what's his name?
Mike Williams?
No, Phillips. Oh no, Lindsey. I'm sorry,
Philip Lindsay.
Yeah, Philip Lindsay.
Does that hurt Royce Freeman? I don't mean to put y'all on the spot. But
He's hot right now.
Yeah,
I
I think in the long. Sorry, Pat.
No, it's fine.
I
buddy.
think Royce Freeman. The cream rises to the crop or top or whatever. Ugh, you know what I mean? But yeah, he's gonna be the one when it's all said and done. There you go.
Also, with Aaron Jones, you're just not sure who's gonna. They got 3 running backs. They got him, Jamal Williams, and they got Montgomery.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not in their war room, so they might give him 20 carries. I don't know, but I just think there's too much. I think it's one of the guys because even though Lindsey is the thing, Royce Freeman was named the starter at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Right.
So they saw something in him.
Yeah,
And-
definitely. He earned it.
And
yeah.
And the only thing to add to that, Jeff, is the Mike Williams, because Mike Williams, I don't like Mike Williams at the Rams. I hate it. They shut down Amari Cooper, and their defense is nasty. They're only giving up like 5 or 6 points to quarterbacks, and they're shutting down receivers. That's the only reason, Mike Williams is my stay clear of this week or my sit on because of that.
Right.
And that's why I reasoned it to Royce Freeman. And
That's solid.
Yeah.
Well, excuse me, Clayton. You hear a lot about the cornerbacks, but the Rams have 2 tremendous safeties also.
Yeah. That makes it
So
even worse.
I mean, so it's like they're unheralded. Heralded. I don't know, but yeah, just going off that, yeah, I mean, because you would think they would be looking at Gates and Keenan, but they got guys who can cover everybody.
Yeah.
But let's go to our next question.
Right. Someone was asking. He's like, I didn't catch the name. Eric. He was wondering
Eric?
if you want to sit. He goes,
Never thought I would ask.
David Johnson or Corey Clement.
Y'all want me to take
You
it?
can
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah. David Johnson's on my sit-em list. If you have other options, then sit him. I don't like the matchup. David Johnson is still, for some reason, he's just almost non-existent right now. And I wish I had a sound effect because I'd put him in the doghouse because he's not doing it for me. Again, if you don't have any other option, you got to roll out with David Johnson.
Right.
Then you got to roll with him. But I'm sitting David Johnson.
I actually agree, and most of y'all know I have not been a David Johnson fan. I'm always against it. And that offensive line's so bad.
It's awful.
Even if they switch to Rosen, it won't help. That'd actually probably do Rosen a disfavor. He'll end up David Carr like. So yeah, I'm sitting David Johnson and Larry Fitzgerald. You might want to go ahead and put him on the bench too. I had high hopes for Christian Kirk, but I don't think he's going to get a chance this season. That's just how bad it is over in Arizona right now.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like David Johnson has the ability to break out, but this Bears team is just so tough on defense.
Yes.
In fact, they're my defensive pick of the week.
Nice.
So
Nice pick. That's a
I'm gonna
great
go. It's not really.
Well, no, I'm just saying, but I mean that's
know.
good though. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna say Clement
That's
as
fine.
well.
They're another defense up there with the Rams. They're just shutting everything down, especially the run.
Yeah, because Ajayi is out, right? For sure.
Ajayi is out.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to
JJ. No. Speaking of that, Ajayi is out. Dalvin Cook is out. So, and as far as IDP, I believe Christian Kirksey's out this week as well. So just going to throw that in there.
I like it.
And Flowers. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you, producer.
Next
Right.
question.
All right. Looks like Roman's back in the mix again.
Roman, bring it, baby.
Full flex PPR. You use that Keelan Cole or Geronimo Allison. I'll start out Cole for sure again over me. He might be that number one option over there right now, and Allison is behind Devontae Adams, Randall Cobb. So it's definitely Keelan Cole, and they're going against Tennessee.
I want to say Geronimo so bad just because of his name. He's a Geronimo! And, that's his play to go deep.
Yeah, that's it.
Rodgers gets up there. Blue 42, Geronimo!
Don't even try to hide it.
Yeah, they try to hide it. He just takes off. I'm going Cole as well.
I agree with Cole. I mean, I love the name. It's fun to shout, but at the same token, I got to.
Cole's not fun to shout.
No, I'm saying Geronimo.
Oh.
But it's good to go. Good. Hey, Roman, thank you guys. Hey, keep them coming, guys. We love these questions. It's helping us.
I love Frankie's hat
Frankie.
and family picture. Go
Frankie.
Stros, buddy.
Frankie.
Yeah, Frankie looks like he knows you or you know him. Or
And
Yeah.
with that beard,
Yeah.
he should be ordering Grizzly grease.
Frankie's
for
good.
sure.
Frankie's good peeps.
looks
man.
like he's wondering Joe Bernard or Deshaun Jackson in the flex.
I like Deshaun Jackson.
I agree.
I mean, that's that. Again, we have that hot hand. Will Deshaun Jackson keep it up? I don't know throughout the season, but there's nothing to tell me otherwise that they're going to slow down this week.
I like the boom factor he has on one play to score against Bernard. I don't like the matchup. So
Let me put it to you this way.
That's a different way.
Look at me. I can go deep on the Steelers secondary right now. So definitely, without a doubt, go with D-Jax.
Right.
They might play a high safety. I said that Wednesday. It could calm down, but in that scenario, you got to go D-Jax.
Right.
I mean, but then you got to worry about Mike Evans as well.
Yeah,
there's a lot of things of that to me leading into that. That's what I'm saying. They pulled a safety on D-Jax, then
Yeah.
Mike Evans is going to
Start everybody in Tampa Bay except for Barber.
Right.
But Barber could catch out of the
Yeah,
backfield.
he
But
could.
yeah,
Yeah, he
start
could.
everybody. All right.
Let it ride.
We have another one.
Yeah, it looks like Dylan, PPR flex, Latavius Murray, Deshaun Jackson, or Tevin Coleman. This one's a little tough.
Hey, that's another great question, man.
got,
Thank you, buddy.
Latavius is going against Buffalo. My take on Latavius, I think that Minnesota will get up big, and then they're going to use Latavius. So I do like him in the flex. We just talked about Deshaun Jackson. I like what he brings. Tevin Coleman against New Orleans. New Orleans hasn't lived up like last year's defense after the first 2 games. They're still been horrible, and he still brings a lot to the table. So you got a tough situation, but I'm thinking Tevin Coleman might actually be the play, or him or Latavius, just in my opinion, because at the end of the day, you don't know, is this a game Fitzmagic gets wrecked by that, the Steelers show up,
Steelers, they got, I didn't mean to cut you off,
good.
sir. They got Watt and Bud Dupree, so they can get pressure on him, but I agree with Clayton. Tevin Coleman all the way. I mean, I think, like, last week, like, at one point he had, like, 8 carries for, like, 85 yards. I think he ended up with 17 carries and 100+. Also, he's great at catching ball at backfield. In that scenario, definitely Tevin Coleman.
Yeah, I agree with y'all again, man. I mean, it's actually weird that we're agreeing this much, but I like it. Because
something's not right.
I know.
We argue off the air. We're like, screw you.
I still have stitches from last time I got stabbed from this. But I agree with Coleman. The guy, I mean, he's still eating it up. I mean, that guy's just he's ball hungry, and he's going to keep running the ball. I mean, there's no reason. And again, he's great out of the backfield. I think that's your best option there. Thanks again. Great question.
Right, great question.
Definitely.
Keep them coming, man. There's some goodness.
Is this the one? Oh.
Okay. All right, good deal. Well, moving forward, did we have any more? Or are we rolling?
No, we do, but just go with the pros.
Oh, okay,
okay,
cool.
okay.
Hey, for you guys, those waiting, it's our question line froze up, but because you guys are keeping, I think there are 2 good questions. And that's awesome. We love it. Keep them coming. When it recycles or refreshes, we'll get back to it. But anyways, now, I guess JJ. I guess leading back into it, we got some tight ends. Tight ends is always a tough spot.
Right.
Don't touch him.
Knocked him down twice.
Clay or
freaking voodoo.
Looks like
shaman.
Clay, we'll go to you first, man. What tight end do you like this week?
I've been on him since the offseason, and George Kittle, that's my guy. I'm rolling with him. Another guy is Zach Ertz. I got them both, so that's what I said.
Okay.
But I will give you a sleeper who, it's Ian Thomas in Carolina. Someone's got to pick up the Greg Olsen slack. Am I right?
Yeah.
And he didn't last week, but maybe his game 2 into the offense, maybe he will. I expect it at some point. So sleeper pick, for me.
Quick question. While we're on tight ends, if Greg Olsen's out there in the waivers, would y'all consider grabbing him, picking him up, and stashing him? I had this question during the week, and it was.
Is he coming back?
I don't know. I
don't know.
They
They
said I haven't heard a report
they're
either way.
try. They're not going to put him on IR. He's going to try, but
Might as
personally,
well.
no. I don't know. I don't.
If you got the space,
Yeah,
if
you got the deep bench, personally, I'm pass. For me, I think I can find someone that might produce or help me out now.
I got you. And, Jeff, over to you real quick, man, on your tight end. Who do you like this week?
I like Austin Huber to get a touchdown in that shootout. I also like Trey Burton. I've never been sold on biscuits at all up there. And every time he throws deep, it looks like he gets taken, interception or something. So he needs to start working the shorter passes, and I think Trey Burton's a quality tight end. I'm just getting a feel of Clay Burton.
Burton. I'm in. Put me in, coach. No.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
So I'm gonna go Hooper and Trey Burton this week.
Okay, I like them. I dig them.
Nice.
Looks like we had a question come in.
What is that? Chandra.
Hey,
Flex.
you
Lamar
doing?
Miller or Chris Thompson, but standard scoring. So I'm guessing no PPR. I'm leaning Lamar.
I'm sorry. It was who? Lamar Miller and who?
Chris Thompson.
Chris Thompson. Okay, go ahead.
I like what Chris Thompson brings, but more along the PPR lines because that's where he gets his points. And back to Lamar Miller, I think Houston and New York Giants, it's got the building of a shootout. They're explosive on offense. Houston can be explosive on offense. And, so I think Lamar Miller is going to get his, and that's who I would flex in the standard.
Yeah, with it being standard, I'm definitely going Lamar Miller. He's been one of the better bright lights for the Texans this year. He seems to be running with more passion, and, his legs, are always moving. Last year, I mean, he just didn't look like he was, I don't know, motivated. I hate to say that. Didn't look like he was motivated. So because it's standard, I'm going to say Lamar Miller. If it was PPR, definitely Thompson, because Thompson's been killing it.
Right.
But go Miller, Chandra.
Yeah, I'll take the opposite approach just because I feel like Chris Thompson. I mean, he's one of the top-rated running backs. I think he's 5th in the league right now at his position, and that's why I lean towards Thompson because the guy produces, and that's why that's why I lean towards him. But there was great info on Lamar Miller. That honestly, I was Chris Thompson all the way, and then y'all started talking about it. I was like, you know what, I got some thinking to do.
Yeah, I mean, Lamar Miller is I think 4th in the league in rushing right now, and overall Houston.
Harambe?
Houston has a rushing team. I think they're the number 1 rushing team in the NFL.
Yeah.
So they're going to run the ball, and he's going to get.
I love it. Uh-oh.
David, what's up?
Hey, David.
David the Cowboys fan. No, it's cool, though.
That's all right, man. What you got, buddy? Let's
Where
see.
did it go?
Yeah, it looked like a 0.5 PPR question, but it looked like it went away for a second. So
I definitely Fournette is questionable this week. He's a play, but keep an eye out. Definitely keep an eye out on his status because it's and don't worry, Dalvin Cook is out. So Dalvin Cook is not playing.
That is hilarious.
I would definitely Latavius Murray looked good in preseason. But I would start. I know you want to start Latavius Murray, just say ha ha, but hey, go for it, buddy. I would do it. It's just fantasy football, unless you got $1,000 invested in it.
Right.
Have fun. But just keep an eye on Fournette's status because this morning, I mean, it was trending upward, but it was still questionable.
Right.
Yeah,
as long as he's questionable, then it's scary with Fournette. But yes,
we got a pat.
Is Yeldon worth picking up?
He is also questionable this week, and I don't know his status. With what I checked out with Fournette, kind of going in the right direction. That's a hard question to answer. You just gonna have to check out the injury reports, and they're playing at noon or 1 Eastern time, so keep an eye on both of them.
He has been in full practice all week.
Who?
Yeldon.
Okay. If he's been thank you, producer.
Yeah.
If he's been, just keep an eye on Fournette. If Fournette is, if you got room, pick him up just in case.
Yeah. And the only caveat I would add to that is again, Jeff said keep an eye on it, but it kind of dictates our options. If you would send us maybe some other options that are out there that maybe we can help you point you in a more informed direction as opposed to that. Because if we have 2 or 3 people you're kind of debating on, we might be able to say, all right, you want to go with this direction. But if you got the bench space and you can pick them up and you can hold on to them for a week or 2, I mean, it's not going to hurt you.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
As long as you're not missing out on someone else.
Right. I agree. But anyways, looks like David wants to know Larry Fitzgerald or Keelan Cole, wide receiver 1. I think we've kind of already covered, but we'll go over it. It's definitely Keelan Cole. Better matchup. Arizona's horrendous, so I'm sitting Fitz, David Johnson against that. That Chicago defense is legit.
Dude, sadder words have never been spoken rather than sit Larry Fitzgerald.
Right.
That's tough, but I agree with it. I mean, Cole. I believe Cole's the way to goal.
Right.
The way to goal.
Nailed it.
Because of that rhyme, I will say Cole. Basically what Clayton said. Arizona offense, horrible. Chicago Bears defense, amazing. Definitely Cole.
Right.
Cool.
You there? All right.
We got another one?
Yeah, it looks like Cody.
Thanks. Great question.
Yeah, this is another good one. He says he has an issue, too many wide receivers. Devontae Adams, Deshaun Jackson, Tyler Lockett, Sammy Watkins, Keelan Cole. So far, I'm playing Adams, Jackson, Lockett. Would you change it? Adams. I'm putting Adams and Cole, and you can go Jackson or Watkins based on preference for you. Watkins has a chance to ball out this week because, like we said, we think it's going to be a shootout up there in San Francisco.
How did that feel coming out of your mouth?
Right.
Because go ahead though.
Yeah, I'm not.
I know.
Me and Sammy got issues. So personally, if it was me, I'm going Devontae Adams, Keelan Cole, and probably a Deshaun Jackson.
I like that. The only one that I may swap out is maybe the Deshaun Jackson. I was going to say him and Tyler Lockett,
Right.
but I like Deshaun Jackson this week. I agree with Clay's lineup on this one. That's weird. It's weird. Jeff, no, go ahead. No, go.
I wouldn't take anyone out. If anything, I would switch maybe Lockett with Cole. But Cody, if you're getting return yards or punt return yards, definitely keep Lockett in. I say it's 50-50, or in my native language of Francais, comme ci, comme ça.
and just to touch on Lockett real quick, I mean that punt returns and kickoff return yards that's a big deciding factor with Lockett. We allow it in our main league. We're probably each one of us probably in 50 different leagues, but in our main league that we all participate in and talk trash in, it does allow those points. And I start him almost week to week because he does get some of those PPR points. He scored a couple touchdowns. The guy's producing. But those punt return yards where he's able to, or the kickoff where he's able to run for 25, 30 yards without getting touched, that's 3 points usually. Right. So that's just to add a little bit of information there.
Right.
We got another one from Joshua.
Yeah,
Joshua Stanford.
He looks like he's Breda, Lamar Miller, or Latavius Murray. Start 2, sit 1. I think we've already all agreed Breda's the start for sure.
Yeah.
And then you're looking at Miller or Murray. Like I said, I think you got Houston and New York going to be a shootout, and then I think Minnesota gets that big on Buffalo, and they utilize Murray, and he's going to run it out. So you're in a tough predicament. I'm going Breda, Lamar Miller. That's just me.
Once again, I concur because I feel like that's a good matchup. Lamar Miller is basically he's one of the things that is a proven commodity in Houston thus far this year. I think he's doing good. No, he's not, rushing, 175 yards with 6 TDs. I get that, but he's still the consistent producer. I think Deshaun Watson's legs are starting to come underneath him. He showed us good things last week, but right. I still like Lamar Miller in this matchup.
Yes.
And Breda, sorry.
I definitely Breda, whatever, but
not
gonna be working here. This one's tough because Buffalo had the front. The defensive line is okay. Edmonds has been great, but I mean he's been great because they're getting blown out and teams are running the ball against them. I'm gonna lean to Miller, even though the Giants have a really great defensive tackle and Harrison. But I'll say Miller. Go ahead and start Breda and Miller.
Right.
Cool.
We all three agreed on that one. Looks like Joey McDougal, Keelan Cole, or Brandon Cooks.
Oh, I like that one. Ooh.
Yeah, that's a good one. Where you at, Pat?
I like that a lot because they're essentially both kind of the number ones over there. But I'm gonna go Cooks because I feel like he's still going to be the main target. Now, Josh Gordon could cut into that. Excuse me, pretty quick. But
wrong team.
Huh?
Brandon Cooks.
Oh, Brandon. Oh, sorry. I'll roll out to you. Let me collect my thoughts real quick. And I'll go to you guys. Go ahead.
It happens, man. I just didn't know.
I'm gonna go. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stick with Cole. That's really a coin flipper if you ask me. So. Right. But I'm just gonna say Cole because I've said it, and then I don't want someone going, "Hey, Jeff for Dynasty wise say Cole, but they say Cook." So I'm just messing around.
Cook wasn't an option earlier.
Yeah. Screw you. I'm out of here. Right. But I'm gonna go Cole.
Right. I think they're both good options.
Yeah.
Brandon Cooks has been producing. He's helped me out in a league I got him in. He's my wide receiver 1, so I'm rolling with Cooks. But I do like the Cole matchup. I'm actually curious to know what else you have at receiver personally. Definitely. But you got a good matchup either way you roll.
And again, Cooks has proven that he can learn a system quickly and adjust and produce. The guy's already done it so far. I still like Cooks here. I respect the call on Cole. Right. And if you went with Cole, I'm not going to fault you for it. There's worse problems to have than that now. Trust me. But I like Cooks as well.
Right. Nice. All righty. Lorenzo here. You going Pierre Garçon or Tyler Lockett at the flex?
I'm going to say Garçon for the same reason. It's a shootout, and I don't like the offensive line, as I said earlier, for Russell Wilson. Again, Lockett's a solid play, kick return, punt yards. But I like Garçon just because that's going to be a shootout. So I'm going to go Garçon for you, Lorenzo.
I like Garçon. Like, we do agree it's going to be a shootout, but Lockett actually won me a game last week, so Russell Wilson finds him in the passing game as well. So this is more of a coin flip if you ask me. But I think I want to go Lockett.
Okay. I'm agree with Clay here. I like Lockett because in life you need multiple sources of income, right? You don't want to just rely on one source of income. So with Lockett, you're getting multiple sources. You're getting multiple sources from the receiving yards as well as the punt and kick return yards. So I feel like there's multiple opportunities that he could be able to score you some points. And that, to me, he's almost the ideal flex, receiver in this situation, similar to a running back that receives and rushes. So that's why I like Lockett here.
All right.
Hi, Judy.
Hey, Juju.
Looks like we got full PPR league, Deshaun Jackson or Allen Robinson. What do you got there, Clay?
I'm rolling Deshaun Jackson. Fitzmagic is hot. I think Monday night, he's going to like that boom. I like his boom capability. And the thing about Allen Robinson, I think Chicago might be on the field offensively a lot of opportunities. But is that Pat Peterson going to be covering him, all night? And Biscuits hasn't really showed us anything. So it's Deshaun Jackson for me.
I agree. I mean, if it's PPR, he'll get 3 catches, but he'll have like 120 yards. One
points, touchdown at least.
I mean, so it's like maybe Robinson will get 5 catches, and you're getting those points. I just think Deshaun. Let me put it to you this way: this is a hard one to call. I'm not gonna blow smoke up your keister. It is a hard one to call. It's kind of a good problem to have. Although Allen Robinson will get more points per reception, I just think if Djax keeps doing what Djax does, I mean the yardage. Now, if you don't count yardage, then go Allen Robinson. But I just think it's going to outweigh the PPR when it comes to yardage for Djax.
I agree, and just briefly, I just concur with both these guys because there's just Djax got the opportunity to hit that home run at any pass, so I think that's dangerous.
Right. Alrighty then. Looks like Mark is here.
Marcus,
standard 12 team. Jimmy Graham or AP in the flex?
I'd say Jimmy Graham because I'm pretty much advising almost everybody to stay clear of AP.
Right.
I love AP. I do. I as a Dynasty team owner, I fell in love with him. I fell in love with him early on, and
I love to AP also.
And it hadn't worked out for me the last couple of years. And with Chris Thompson tearing it up the way he is, I don't see AP getting much opportunities. I feel like Jimmy Graham's will have a lot more opportunities over there.
Right. I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm leaning. It's probably like 60-40 for me. I like the AP option, but I think Graham's going to sneak in there a couple catches and might sneak in that red zone touchdown to put you at that 10 to 12 point mark for him. So I'm going Jimmy Graham.
I'm also going to say Jimmy Graham because I think I just think he's a weapon that Rodgers is going to use. So I would go. I think AP can still. Play, but go Jimmy Graham on this one.
Right. Would like to say, well, you're welcome, Dylan.
Thank you.
Thanks for the question.
Hey, thank you, bud. Appreciate it, man.
For earlier, and
make sure you follow us, guys, at Houston Preeminence.
Jacob,
too.
Oh,
Jacob,
no.
And Eric as well. You're welcome,
no problem,
man.
Eric, buddy.
All right. Thank you.
First off, Jacob Ander from Stockton, California, with the Diaz brothers, Joe.
Oh, nice.
Jacob, have you ever given anyone the Stockton slap? I'm just curious. But Dalton or Goff or Ebron or Howard PPR.
Right.
All right, we'll break those down individually real quick. We'll go with the first one.
Right. Dalton's been looking pretty good.
Him and AJ have been looking mighty fine together.
They have. I expected all right, but I think Goff has better weapons and more explosive offense, and a little bit of a better matchup this week. So I think I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll with Goff.
Oh, yeah. I would roll with Dalton. I generally don't trust Dalton because he's got such evil eyebrows. Like, seriously, people, Google Dalton and look at his evil eyebrows. Don't trust this guy. But
he's up to something.
He is. He is planning something. I don't know what it is, but I will find out what it is, damn it. You're not fooling me, Red Rifle.
It's because he's redheaded.
Is that what it is?
Never mind.
Because says the redheaded man sitting in the chair.
Right. I go Dalton. He's just hot. Even Ross, rookie last year, injured. He's been playing well. I would go. I'm gonna go Dalton for you this time. Did we do Ebron or Howard, or are we giving that? Or are we just sticking to this one?
No, we're gonna.
Yeah, we'll go ahead. I'm gonna concur with Jeff. I like Dalton here. I like the matchup better.
I like Howard as the other one.
Yeah, Howard's one of my starters. He's one of my stardoms this week
Okay.
because I like that defense and run ball. Give Trubisky the support. I mean, honestly, you can almost start Howard or Coheen on this one.
Right.
I feel like, but
Yeah, I agree on the Howard, but I mean Ebron, Luck's been kind of finding him. You know
He
what I
has,
mean?
yeah.
So that's how I'm at. But like, I think the Howard versus the Arizona, I like it. Howard. I like Howard.
yeah, that's one of those ones almost from was it Fifth Element? Everyone, that's almost who you want to start against Arizona right
No
now.
problem, Dylan.
Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you.
Alrighty, and
Let's see.
Chad, stop making all these comments. John Jeffrey, what do we got here, buddy? Is that a Lamar Miller, Latavius Murray, and Gio bench one? Oh, I'm benching Gio. Like I've already said, I'm benching Gio against the Carolina defense.
I like that. I concur with that, sir.
I agree. John, great second name. I agree, Gio. Just bench him.
Yep.
Right.
And it's
David, what's up, man? Looks like you're back.
same
Oh.
one.
Okay.
Hey, David again.
Hey, hey, Dave. Thanks for checking in.
Roll.
What
I
is-
need a flex. PPR is that Philip Lindsay, Kerryon Johnson, Allen Robinson, Breda, or Cohen?
Oh, those are.
Breda's the one for me. You got some solid options, but Breda, his matchup, he's leading the league in rushing, hot hand. I know Lindsay's hot, but I'm going Matt Breda.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you the option at Cohen, just because they're playing Arizona. I like Breda. I'm not gonna argue with Clay's pick on Breda, but just when you do pull the trigger on it, just that's the argument I made for Cohen.
This is a tough one because Lindsey is he's
man.
hot right now, but I think the Ravens got a decent front seven.
Yeah, they're.
Even though Mosley went out, I don't know if he's back. I'm not sure.
We
but
will-
I think he's questionable.
Yeah. So, but
Producers are checking on that for us.
thank you, producers. God, boy, Raw, this is a tough one. I'm gonna lean to Breda as well, just because. If not, then it just it's just so hard to go against Lindsey because he's so hot right now.
Yeah.
Looks and play, but he just he's hot right now. The Broncos are, they're a balanced attack.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely I'm gonna go Breda on that. We're gonna find out if C.J. Mosley is playing or not.
As soon as that
Right.
comes in, we'll let you know,
Yeah.
bud.
Right. What's up? Randall, buddy? What's up, man? Looks like you're in a predicament. Cousins or Wentz?
Good one. I like that. That's another good one. Thank you, bud.
I'm Cousins. He's a top 5 fantasy quarterback. He produces year in, year out. I love Wentz. Don't get it twisted. First game back after an injury. If Cousins wasn't your other option, I'd probably lean Wentz. But Cousins is just on fire.
Yeah, and straight up, I would start Cousins, but because Cousins is playing Buffalo,
Exactly.
yeah, that was you can almost automatically. Now, don't hold me to my feet to the fire on this, but you can almost guarantee almost 10 extra points just based off of that. I mean, I don't know what the line's at, but it's somewhere in there. That's why I lean towards Cousins on that. Well, I'm going Cousins full tilt on this one.
The line is 16.5, so it's huge.
So there's your bonus fantasy points for Cousins.
Real quick from me, go Cousins. They'll be playing at home. It's a team they can beat up on, and Mike Zimmer, he's a very strong-willed, defensive-minded coach, and he'll probably he's going to want to put, stomp the throat on any team that he can, just be like, well, we're doing what we're doing. So, Spencer, you got something?
So Mosley is questionable. He did not practice on Friday. So what I would tell you from what I'm seeing, it might be a game time, but he's probably not going to be 100%.
Yeah,
All
normally
right.
they don't practice on Friday. They normally don't play Sunday. But yeah,
Some
alrighty,
extra
we'll
info.
keep it rolling.
We got to go to our sponsors real quick.
Oh, okay.
Thank you guys. Keep the questions coming in. But we also have to tell you about some great stuff that's going on out there. And one of them is the products over at Grizzly Grease. Just everything for your beard care, especially you guys out there with beards. These products are developed by women, and they've done a lot of work and research to make sure they're putting the best products out there. I know for us, I've tried the oil. I believe Clay has tried the oil. We've tried a couple of the balms. Just awesome people out there. And that's grizzlygrease.com. They're located here in locally for us in the Old Town Spring. Make sure you check them out and check out some of the products they have over there. And you can email them, call them, ask your questions because they'll help something to customize what you need for your beard. We also got to mention we got to talk about Houston Preeminence.
Yes,
some of the big things going on over there. We had just an amazing meeting with a lot of the other potters out there, the podcasters, and some of the other folks that are going to be putting up some great information for Houston sports. Now, keep in mind, we're not just doing Houston sports. That is going to be the base of what we do, but everything related to it is going to be rolled into this nice little package. It's going to be a one-stop shop for everything. And that's going to be, I believe it's hptx.us, and then also hptx.com is going to be, and right now, if you go in there and you subscribe and get a subscription for this year, it's going to run you $50. I believe you can do the monthly as well for $5. I'm not sure on that, but double check that, please. But I know for sure that if you do the $50, you're also going to have the advantage of being able to do 2 years for $75. So it's half off for your second year. Guys, take advantage of this now. This isn't going to be around a whole lot longer. I mean, we're 8 days away from the launch. Get in while it's always going to be good, but get in while you have this discounted price for the second year. There's going to be great information passed around. If I missed anything, guys, let me know.
No, we're good.
The poker tournament.
Oh yeah, thank you, Jeff. Yeah, Jeff brings up I got to do that. If you do it now, first of all, you get points. I have those guys look up. You get points that'll help you move up the ladder, and they're offering some great things over there. Could lead to a internship with Houston Preeminence in the future as well as you gather these points. But also, when you buy the subscription, you're also privy to a free seat at your chance for $10,000 at the Houston Poker Tournament. It's at the Houston Preeminence Christmas Party Poker Tournament. Nothing goes better than poker and Christmas. I'll tell you what, me and my family do it every year. We love it. It's going to run you $50 for the first year, and it's an additional $25, so it comes out to $75, and you're getting 2 years. It's a heck of a deal. We're excited about it, and that's where Dynasty Wise is moving in the future. Thank you guys for listening to this, and back to you. All right, so basically what we have now is we're bringing in more questions. You guys keep them coming. You guys have got some awesome questions, and it's great. Yeah. Hopefully, we're helping a lot of you other guys, a lot of you other team owners, get some of the questions answered that you have leading up to week 3. I know this is a judgmental week, especially if you guys are 0-2 and you need that win just to make sure that you're not dumb.
Right. All right. Looks like they're back in action.
Let's do it
with Matthew PPR. He wants to know Corey Clement or Chris Hogan for the flex. Who are you starting? Jeffro?
I'm gonna go Hogan again. I just like the matchup. I like. I'm not high on Gordon this week. He might be high, but
nailed it.
You know what I mean? But I just like Hogan for this game. I think there could be considerable. We're gonna watch Gronkowski. We're not gonna let their new wide receiver play. That just leaves Hogan, the kind of the forgotten man. So I'll go Hogan this week.
I like Clement. Ajayi's out, right?
Yeah, Ajayi's out.
Yeah, so that's my main reason for liking Clement in this one. Hogan is a great option, and again, you started him. I'm not faulting you for it, but I'm gonna play the other end of it because with Ajayi out, I think Clement's touches and activities are gonna go up, and I think there's gonna be more opportunities. More opportunities equal more fantasy points generally.
Right. I like Clement as well. I think Hogan's gonna get his. But I like Clement. Wentz back. No Ajayi. I'm going Clement.
Dang it! 2 against 1.
All right. Looks like is this Daniel again?
Daniel.
We gotta
love it, man.
Sit down, DJ, and play either Brandon Cooks or Matt Breida.
Breida.
Yeah.
Breida. Yeah.
Breida.
Yeah. I mean that's
especially for a running back.
Yeah, running back for a running back. I concur there, Doctor.
Yeah, Doctor. Definitely, yeah. Breida there.
Right.
Sorry in advance. Come back, Breida. 9 carries, -4 yards. Like crap.
All righty. Tobias. Let's see.
What a great name.
Brady or gamble with Fitz?
Oh man,
That's a tough
That
one.
is a great
man.
question.
Where you at,
Tobias,
Pat?
Man, it's tough. All right, I'm riding Fitzy one more week. I'm riding him Fitzy. I know Brady is pretty much the, your surefire, but I just, for some reason, man. All right, yeah, I'm staying with Fitzy just because of the matchup. I like it. Again, I think it's going to be a shootout over there. But Brady and them taking on Seattle is a tough matchup, and I can understand you going the other way with it. But I personally like Fitzy here. But I'm a gambler. I'm a gambler.
Right. I actually I think I'm going to have to agree.
Whoa.
I like Fitz. I think Brady versus Detroit, he's GOAT. But I think Fitz is just so hot right now. And when he killed it in that post-game press conference, Fitzgregor. So I'm rolling with Fitzgregor.
I'm going to tie in our upcoming MMA podcast.
Yes.
I'm going to go with Fitzgregor. And if Fitzgregor does good, then McGregor will win the fight. If he does bad, McGregor's going to lose the fight. I'm just tying it in, Joe. Just throwing it out there. I'm going Fitz Magic. Same reason, just a matchup.
And that is called a parlay.
All righty.
Sorry I'm itching my nose, folks. I got allergies.
Right. And you're welcome, Marcus, for the previous question. Thanks for sending
Thank
it in.
you,
Hey,
guys.
thank you, man.
Thank you,
Hey,
Marcus.
thank you guys so much for the questions, man. This is great, and I think we're helping. You asked the questions, but I think we're also helping out. There could be 5, 6, 7, 15 other team owners that have the same question, the same predicament. So keep them coming. We're here to help with whatever we can, and we have the resources to help get the information to you guys.
Right. Yes.
Beards, I see beards. Check out Grizzly Grease.
Yeah, dude.
Luke wants to know, is Josh Gordon going to put up good numbers with Tom Brady? I'm in the camp of side yes. I think he is. Maybe not this week, but I think he will. But eventually, yes, they're going to click.
I think so. Yeah, go ahead, Jeff.
That's the greatest, smartest thing you ever said. Click. Other than you worship me. But,
That was 2 weeks
Don't
ago.
ask him. Yeah, I agree with Clayton. Maybe not this week. But, he does have the talent. So, and Pat said earlier, there's one team that does not play around and makes you come in professionally. It's the New England Patriots. So, hopefully he can get his life straight. And, it's a positive sign going to New England. So maybe not now, but maybe down the road, yes. Thank you, Luke.
That was a good one. Thanks,
Yeah,
buddy. Great question.
that was a
man.
real good one.
These are great questions, man.
Edwin. What do you got, Edwin? Keelan Cole or Corey Clement?
Ooh, okay.
Edwin
good.
looks mad in this picture.
He's mad. He's got to make this decision.
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
He's already saying, if these guys are wrong, just the face I'm going to give
Yeah.
Just messing with you, Edwin.
It's Keelan Cole for me. I like what Corey Clement brings to the table, like I've already stated, but I think Keelan Cole would be the higher producer this week.
I agree. I'll go with Keenan Cole.
I like that, especially with so many questionable things going on over there. So yeah, I like Cole here. That's a tough decision to have because with Ajayi being out, Clement, you don't know what's going to happen there. But yeah, I like Cole here as well.
Right. All in agreement.
Luke is back.
back.
Bring it, Luke.
Back again.
Luke, I was just
He's got him a few tough questions, it looks like.
Yeah.
Watson versus Giants, Mahomes versus 49ers, and Rivers versus Rams. Rivers fan, I don't like the matchup. And Watson versus Giants and Mahomes are way better matchups, so that's what it comes down to for me. Mm-hmm. I think the Mahomes and 49ers is going to be a shootout, and Mahomes is hot. You almost have to start him, but I think Watson is going to have a great game as well.
I concur with that. I like the fact that, to me, Rivers is out just because the Rams are only giving up 4.5, 5 points to quarterbacks on average. That's not the numbers you want. So, I'm more looking at, I like Mahomes here, again, because it's going to be a shootout.
I definitely go Mahomes on this. Watson has the ability to throw for 400 yards and 3 TDs, but I'm definitely going to go with Mahomes versus the Niners on this. So, yeah, I think Sherman, I think he's past his prime. He seems to be getting beat. So I don't know who you should fear in that Niners defensive secondary. Also,
Yeah.
we can contact our sources, Adam, out there in San Francisco.
Yeah, we'll give him a shout.
But he's not here, so because he's in San Francisco. So, but yeah, definitely Mahomes. He's the hot hand. Play him.
Yeah.
Right. All righty. Here, what do we have?
What do we got?
Play Freeman or Corey Clement? I'm guessing it's got to be
It's-
Royce.
yeah,
since
'cause
Devontae's Broncos.
Look at his picture.
I definitely take y'all's kicker, that's for sure.
I'm-
Broncos kickers get the
I'm a Royce fan, but I think Clement's the play this week. Jaye's out. Clement's going to get a lot of work, running and catching. Man, I like Freeman's matchup, and I'm expecting him to break out soon, but I think Corey Clement's the play this week.
I concur, Doctor.
Doctor, I agree.
Well, we're all good with Clement, man.
All
There
righty.
you go.
And here we go. Nesrian.
We apologize.
yeah, sorry,
we apologize for the
I
pronunciation.
hope I pronounced it right.
Batgirl.
Right.
We're just gonna call you Batgirl because of your picture.
That's awesome. Thank you, back girl.
Pick 2. Corey Clement, Nelson Aguilar, Rex Burkhead, or T.Y.
I'm gonna go Hilton because I like the hotel, and Clement.
Alrighty. I like Clement, but I like Aguilar and Hilton.
Dang it! No.
Me personally, I like.
Hold on a second. I'm sorry. Who did you say?
Aguilar and Hilton.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna go. I like the Clement Aguilar, but I don't like having a lot of my fantasy come from the same team unless it's a quarterback wide receiver matchup.
Right.
So I'm actually gonna lean towards. I like Clement and Hilton in this one. Even though I talked about Aguilar earlier, but in your scenario, I like those two better.
Right.
Thank you. Great question.
Great question.
Thank you, back girl.
All right. Roy Erica Estrada from the original Chips show. He's like, who's that? Luck or Rivers? Let me put it to you this way: there is no luck with Rivers this week, so go Luck.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Well played.
Thank you.
Nice.
I like it. I agree with Luck as well.
Jeff thinks he's all smart because he knows words.
And you're welcome, Tobias.
Yeah. I agree with the Luck. To me, Phillip Rivers is one of my sits this week. If you have another option, as much as I hate saying it, because Phillip Rivers has been playing pretty well, but I do like Luck, and I think Luck and T.Y. Hilton. That's why I chose him as well from the previous questions. I think they're going to hook up and maybe do some damage this week against Philadelphia.
That's a tough matchup because Philadelphia's got a decent secondary
They do.
too.
Yeah.
You got a tough matchup.
They
But,
do.
Yeah,
but
very,
Rivers
very
has a
tough.
much better, a much harder
Yeah,
All
I
right.
agree.
touch out. Look at this guy, Charles. I love that picture, dude.
Nice pick, man. I dig it.
I want to hang out with him.
Yeah.
He just looks so cool and laid back. I'm just like, dude, just be relaxed.
Just chill, man.
What's up, Charles? What we got here, guys?
Was that Keelan Cole?
Got Cole, Holiday, Bernard, Lindsey, Murray, Bernard again,
Howard.
and Howard.
Okay, so we're going to do his whole lineup.
Need 3. Yeah, we will.
That's all right,
Yeah.
man. That's what we do. That's okay. We just need to kind of know that going into it. All right.
It's Cole and Howard are 2 for sure for me. And I guess it was going to come down to, was that Philip Lindsay and Latavius Murray?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go Cole, Howard, Murray.
Yeah. I
That's who it is for me.
I agree with that. Just I know we got some more questions to get to, and I don't want you to think we're cutting short on your question
Right.
at all. But I like that. I agree with Clay on that. I believe it was Howard, Cole, and
Murray.
Yeah, I do like Lindsey too, though. But
Yeah.
I like Murray in this one.
Right.
I like Holiday because he's like
Holiday.
the same Holiday. I like him because he's so damn big
Yeah.
and tall. So dang big. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Right.
These guys. Nah, but that
wasn't what we were discussing.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna just go with what Clayton said. I like Clayton's take. So that's where I go. But I tell you, buddy, I'm thinking Galladay.
Yeah.
It was Galladay, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, I think so.
Okay.
It said Holiday, but I think they meant
Okay,
Galladay.
so I'm gonna go. If you check Sunday morning, I might throw in Galladay as a sleeper, but I like Clayton's picks on that.
All right.
That girl's back.
Yeah, we're getting low on our iPad
our
battery.
time.
So on our time. So let's just try to get through a few questions real quick. I saw the question before. Nesserine said, "Is Emmanuel Sanders a solid wide receiver too?" Yes, I believe so.
Yes.
He's almost a week-to-week starter.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Raul.
Raul back.
Raul.
And then Batgirl's back. Nesserine. I guess we're close enough on our name, she says.
Thank you.
Burkhead, Clement, Aguilar, Hilton, Cole, or John Brown. PPR pick 2. Thanks. I think it's Cole and Aguilar for me.
I'm gonna go Brown and Cole.
All right.
Pat,
I like Hilton and Aguilar here.
she likes the back girl name. All right, how about
You earned it.
Hilton or Sanders?
Tough. I personally like Sanders. I think Keenum loves Sanders.
I do too. I think
So.
and he's Sanders has emerged. He fell in a lot of drafts, and he was a steal. A lot of places people were picking him up in the 6th, 7th, 8th rounds.
Yeah.
I feel like he's putting up wide receiver numbers and wide receiver 1 numbers. I think he's still a good pick here.
Right.
I'm gonna go Hilton. Again, I like the hotels. No, I think Luck's a better quarterback. It's a tough start for either guy. I feel sorry for you, Brett. But I'm gonna say Hilton on this one.
Right. All right.
Are there any more questions? Yes. I put some socks out to catch that sock gremlin the
Yeah.
other night. I didn't see him.
Robert Woods or Chris Hogan? I think we might be split on this one. Good plays. I'm rolling with Robert Woods.
I am as well. I think Robert Woods. I believe I feel stronger that he's a better play here.
I'm gonna go Hogan.
Right.
He's a hero.
Yeah, can't blame you.
Old people
Nice.
will get that. Okay.
I got it.
All right. You're welcome, Brett. Thanks
Yeah,
for
no
the
problem,
question.
bud. Yeah, thank
Tune
you,
in
guys.
Wednesday, brother.
Yeah, Wednesday and Saturday we're gonna be doing this all the time. Hey, and guys, well, let's go ahead and just in case we lose signal, we got a storm coming in. We want to give our Twitter handles real quick, so you guys, in the event that we lose you can hit us up on Facebook and Twitter. Clay, go ahead, buddy.
At DynastyWise_FF would be our main Twitter page, but I'm at DynastyWise Clay, and then at DynastyWise Joe, and then at DynastyWise Chad.
Is it underscore Joe?
_Joe. My
I
bad.
got your back, Idapa. And check us out on Facebook. Just search Dynasty. Well, you're here, so
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, but you can fire these questions. You can private message us, or we like them being posted on our page as well. That way, if there's other people that need them, we can help them out. And I'm Dynasty Wise Padu.
All right.
All right.
Let's try to get a last couple questions. We got George Kittle or Hogan in the flex. There we go. And perfect for me. I'm George Kittle. Better matchup. I think it's gonna be a shootout, and that's where I'm going with.
Joe, if you get a chance, scroll up, please, sir. There was a question.
I think it was Alex Smith or Phillip Rivers.
Was it Alex Smith?
Yeah, I think
Phillip
that was-
Rivers.
We're all settling on Kittle and Hogan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a coin flip for me.
Thank you, producer.
So,
I
thank
agree.
you, producer Joe.
I agree with Clay on the Kittle call.
Yeah, I might lean to Hogan actually, but that other question right there, Charles Wright, or definitely just stay away from Phil Rivers
Yeah.
this week. Alex Smith.
Right.
Yeah.
I concur.
I also look at the Jordan Reed at tight end in that.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good one. And if you have another option other than Phillip Rivers, go with the other option.
I'm saying that because I'm starting him and I'm just praying.
All right. What is that? Fitzmagic or Stafford? I see that one.
Yeah, I like that.
Wow.
I'm riding the hot hand of
I'm
Fitzmagic.
still go-
Stafford hasn't looked that
I was
great.
gonna say if I'm gonna choose Fitzy over Brady, I'm gonna choose him over Stafford.
Raul's back. Any sneaky streaming defenses? I'll take a chance to take a shot at you real quick, Raul. You need to take the jump from team defense to IDP.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nothing against you personally, Raul.
Yeah,
but
I take it personally.
no, here we go. But yeah, IDP, or at least maybe start out with flex IDP. But to answer his question, defenses this week.
Yeah. Any sneaky streams?
Sneaky. I mean,
Cowboys-
yeah, the Cowboys. Producer Spencer says Cowboys. That could be a
Yeah,
sneaky one.
like you already mentioned, Lawrence against that offensive line. So if they're available, that's a sneaky stream.
The Cowboys got 9. Cowboys have 9 sacks already on the season, and
Yeah.
Seattle. I don't think they're going to be able to. I don't think they're going to be able to slow them down.
No, and on that point, yeah, with the producer, I'm gonna add to what he's saying because Dallas they may lose in the points category, but they're gonna make up some points in the sacks and deflected passes and some of those categories to be able to make up for some of the points that they get scored on.
I like.
So,
Oh, sorry, Pat.
No, you're good.
I like this question by Luke. He picked up Djax from waivers, and he wants to know if he's gonna keep putting up huge numbers with Fitzmagic, or if they put crab legs Winston in. And I don't think they're gonna be putting
Winston.
crab legs in.
I don't think so. I think if this is just my opinion, we don't have any sources on it yet, but I think they have started to establish their life without Winston, and I think Fitzy coming in and doing what he's doing honestly, until he throws a couple of pick sixes in the same game, I don't see them.
Spit it out.
Right.
I don't see them changing hands at all.
Right.
And I just think eventually, this may be the last week. I'm sorry if I cut you off, Clay.
No, you're good.
I think this could be the this might be the last week. DJ, I just got a feeling they're going to start playing a high safety.
Yeah.
I just got that feeling. But by all means, you need to trust your gut, buddy, and play him. I would play him this week because he's still hot.
Right.
Thank you for the question.
And we're going to take a break from the questions just real quick because I want to bounce some IDP off of you guys since we touched on it just a little bit for IDP players. If you guys, who do y'all have that y'all think we should start? We'll just run through them real quick and get back to the questions because we want to keep you guys interested and keep you guys firing them.
I got DeMarcus Lawrence for what we said. Seattle's offense is horrible. I listened to Idapa Joe. IDP Joe is the man. He's calling Miles Jack, and I think that's a quality start. Yeah. And I'm going people in Houston might disagree with me, but it's fantasy football. It's not real football. I'm going Kareem Jackson, safety or cornerback. First off, let's face it, Eli gets cross-eyed, and he might throw an interception. And I think they might go after Kareem Jackson. You kind of want that number 2, number 3 guy, cornerback, when you're playing fantasy football because they're the ones that are getting thrown at. So either A, getting a tackle, maybe getting a pass deflection for a point, or an interception. So I'm going to go Kareem Jackson.
I like it.
I got a few. I'm going to start J.J. Watt, Miles Jack, and I like T.J. Watt as well this week. And I think I'm going to put in Minka Fitzpatrick because it looks like Earl Thomas ain't playing. So there's some guys I'll throw out there and play.
I got you. And just, I recommended Myles Garrett. Hopefully you guys started him last week. He had a good week.
Yep.
Racked up a couple sacks, some sacks or tackles for loss as well. But moving on from there, Eric Weddle is one of my starters every week. He tends to get quite a few tackles, and I like Gerard Davis as well. He gets after the tackles. He's still young, and for you guys that are in Dynasty, he's a good one to hang on to as he ages. Right. We're going to roll back into the questions.
No problem, Luke. Thanks, guys, for the questions. If we miss your question, we apologize. They're coming in rather quick, and we're up against it with our time.
The producer,
not the battery life, but the time. Abdul, I believe. I'm sorry if I messed up your name. Well, first we got Mike above Watson or Watson.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Abdul is asking Gurley or Kamara. First off,
No, it's a trade.
Oh,
it's a trade.
I'm sorry.
There we go. There.
Gurley for Kamara
Thank you, Joe.
and Evans.
I appreciate you, buddy.
That's a...
In Evans?
So, all right, would you be...
No.
You wouldn't take it?
I'm keeping Kamara and Evans. I'm keeping Kamara.
Oh, yeah.
Kamara gives you the same production as Gurley, if not more, and then you also get a top 10, top 5 wide receiver. Thank you. I'm keeping Kamara and Evans.
Especially with Fitzy going the way he's going.
Yeah, if you're getting Kamara and Evans, take that.
That's a good
Kamara is the best running back in the NFL, hands down, over anybody, overall. I'm talking, he can run through the tackles, he can catch the ball. Obviously, he can catch the ball in the backfield. He can do it all. He's the best running back in this league.
Now, and you have Ingram coming back, right? Here in 2 weeks?
Next week, yeah, he's suspended first 4, so yes.
Yeah, honestly, that's almost a moot point because he still produces even when he's in.
Oh, he produced last year with like half the carries of Fournette and all those other guys.
So
Mr. Oh, this game's easy.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, why don't you get your hammy fixed, you idiot?
So to add to that,
he's on my team.
Whoever's getting Evans and Kamara is getting the better end of that deal.
Right. All right, let's go Alfred Morris or Kerryon Johnson. Start sit. And that's from Cameron. Thank you, buddy. Thank you all, y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Thank you so much.
There's an outside chance Morris can produce, but I'm still going to carry on Johnson as of right now because Breda's the hot hand and getting the majority of the work.
Yeah, I concur.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right.
I definitely agree.
Yeah, Watson and Wilson. Just so you know, we got to it. We all kind of agreed on Watson on that one.
Yeah.
Even though Wilson is he's a big fantasy producer, but I think Watson's starting to hit his stride now.
Right. And is this what is this, Murray or David Johnson PPR? I got to go Murray, and that's sad to say. David Johnson just isn't producing. That team's horrible. The offensive line's horrible. Bradford don't have time to get him the ball, whether it's throwing or whatever. So I'm going Latavius.
You know what? I'm surprised that Bradford's still healthy.
That's true.
We should have played fantasy injuries, but Yeah, David Johnson, he's legit, but not on that Arizona team right now. And I believe they're playing Chicago.
Yeah.
Forget about it. Definitely Murray.
Keep shining.
All right. Yeah. Anything else?
IDP.
IDP.
Joe
Good job.
Dreams avoids, or do we have something else? Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. Cool. We're
All
good
right.
there.
All right. Is there any other question? I don't think there's any other questions.
I think we're good.
All right. Well,
I think we're good.
Thank you guys so
y'all-
much. And if you do have more questions, keep sending them to us. We'll get them in the feed, and we'll answer them as we get them. They pop up. We get alerts, and we try to stay on top of them. In the event, you do have our Twitter handles as well. If you're not on Twitter, Facebook is a great way to go. And feel free to hit us up on Dynasty Wise. We're more than happy to help you. Especially, we know tomorrow morning is a big decision and a game time decision on some of the stuff. So we're going to try to help you out, and we'll be alive and kicking. Usually pretty early. We start getting them from about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning to
Alrighty.
to the kickoffs.
Hold on.
What do we got?
Hey, boyo. He's from the UK.
All right.
You're automatically my favorite person because he's from the UK. Boyo.
Yeah.
Julio Jones, start him, dude. It's a stud. He's going to be in the shootout. Definitely start him, my
Yeah.
friend. And, hey, thanks for checking in from UK.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
I'll bounce off you, Pat. Yeah, you can Twitter, Facebook message us, or on our wall. We'll get your questions, however, and we'll answer you, help you out, get that team going.
Yep, and-
Tune in Wednesday.
And guys,
Definitely.
make sure y'all like and follow us because we do these twice a week right now. We're actually fixing to start doing a lot more podcasts. It's looking like we're almost going to 4 to 5 days a week in some of the other areas we're getting into. Like and follow us. Subscribe to our YouTube. That way, if you can't catch it live, you can always come back to Facebook. But we have a YouTube channel as well. You guys are more than welcome to check out, and that's where we post a lot of great info as well. And again, we got to talk about Houston Preeminence. They're leading into doing some great things here, and it's going to be hptx.us and hptx.com. Guys, get over there, subscribe. That's where a lot of our stuff is going to be going. We're going to continue to do this as we have live events coming up. And if you guys are in the Houston area and you find out that we're doing a live event over 11 Below, Two Mules Tavern, or Big Daddy's Sports Bar, guys, come out and see us. Come out, jump on a mic, talk to us. We love when you guys have great info. We love sharing information and sharing opinions. But there again, like I said, and check me out at DynastyWise Padu on Twitter.
Right.
And that's dynastywise.com.
Quick question: top streaming tight end. Who would y'all go with?
Like streaming someone that's not available, so all your tops are going to be gone,
Yeah.
unavailable. A sleeper tight end, I don't know if you want to take the risk. Like I said, Ian Thomas. Someone's
Yeah.
going to pick up for the Olsen slack, and and it's going to be him sooner or later.
I
Yeah,
definitely like. I'm sorry, Pat.
No, go ahead.
I definitely like the Ian Thomas pick, but I'll just throw out Jordan Akins for the Texans.
Yeah.
Been getting some catches. I mean, he's looking really good, especially when the talk of him outside was like,
Yeah.
I mean, like you're either scouting for. It's like I'm gonna read scouting. I just, I'm like, all right, but yeah. So I'll say Jordan. I'm gonna definitely say go with Clayton on this, and yeah.
Right. Looks like we got a couple more. Bears or Dolphins, D? Bears.
Bears.
against
Stop
Arizona.
Bears.
Burst.
Here's a tough one for you. Breeze or
Guy.
Fitzpatrick?
Breeze, because I think that's the. Wait a minute.
Yeah, there it is.
No, I'm gonna go Breeze because Keanu Neal's out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a deciding factor. I still am a firm believer. I still feel like Fitzy's going to go off.
Yeah,
There's worse problems to have
he
than
could
this right
not.
here. But that's
you
true.
just wait for him to become Fitzpatrick again.
but the way Breeze has been throwing, and they're going to be throwing the ball a lot because their defense is. I hate saying garbage, but it is. I mean, it's essentially garbage, and they're not doing many things. Look at Jeff go.
Yeah.
But that's where I would lean towards Breeze there because they're going to be throwing the ball a lot.
Right. If Jesse James is available, then I would stream Jesse James for sure.
Yeah.
That was a great pickup. I apologize
go
for
with it,
cutting
man.
you off, but that was a great pickup by Joe because they had like 10 catches last week. Anyway,
Yeah.
I apologize, Clayton.
No, you're good. I was just about that. I would expect Jesse James to have already been picked up. That's why I didn't mention him. But yeah, go with Jesse James.
Roll
And
with the outlaw.
And Patrick there is talking about he also has Godwin as a combo, so still Breeze. I'm gonna say yes. I think Fitzpatrick. I know he's really hot right now, but I think at the end of the day, Breeze is a consistency gonna have you a couple touchdowns, 250 to 300 yards. So I like Breeze.
Yeah, I agree with Clay there.
Well, yeah, but I'm just about all out. I mean,
Yeah.
other than making sure you guys check out Houston Preeminence, I got to make sure I promote those guys again because that's a lot of our stuff's going to be going there as we transfer here on October 1st. Yes, Jeff.
I hate to bring it up,
Uh-oh.
but Tennessee time. I'm just kidding. If you go to our YouTube page, Dynasty Wise Fantasy Football, if you
Yes.
subscribe, all right, I'll just say it. If we get 50 likes on our subscribers on our YouTube page, we're going to do levels 3 and 4 of the Death Nut Challenge. We did the first one. We did levels 1 and 2 when we reached the goal. Enjoy our pain.
Yeah.
So if you don't know what the Death Nut Challenge is, when you're on YouTube, after you subscribe to our page,
Nailed it.
go search Death Nut Challenge, and we'll do it live. We'll post before and let you know when we're going to do it so y'all can laugh about how, weak we are or something like that. So,
And you...
yeah, go
I was
ahead.
going to add, and there's actually also on there, it's me. There's a good little video of me getting pelted with a paintball gun from about 10 feet away. We did not turn down the PSI, and those are real pops. That was the last time we did one of these things, and that was the deal that I lost. So you get to at least go check it out, have some fun, laugh at my pain. And if you want more, make sure you subscribe.
Yeah. And thank you, Grizzly Grease, again for sponsoring us. Check them out, grizzlygrease.com. They're on Facebook. It's all organic. They got subs. It's really good for your beard. Is there anything else?
Put it in your beard, man.
No, I believe we got them all. Yep.
All right. Sorry, Id the Pudjo made a face, but let's wrap things up, guys.
All right, guys. Thank you again.
We'll see y'all Wednesday, and you're welcome, Patrick. Thanks for the question.
Yeah,
guys
thank
so
you,
much.
everyone.
Everybody asked questions. Thank you.
All right.